Hi, third graders. Today is going to be one of the lessons that we are going to start switching things up a little bit. So we are going to today not have a full math lesson. We're just going to do our morning math work like we've always done. And then we'll give you another thing that we would like you to do. We are also going to switch up how we do our homework, the pink pages. So you'll, instead of doing the pink pages with a lesson, that's when you're going to be doing the pink workbook pages with that, okay? All right, third graders, so we are going to be working through these problems, and then we will go ahead and solve them. So what I want you to do is grab your scratch sheet of paper, notebook that you have near you, and go through and see if you can find out at least 3 ways that these shapes are alike and different. So we have shape number 1, shape number 2. Hopefully you know the names of these shapes. So you're going to be writing down 3 things that make them alike and 3 things that are different. Then you're going to go through and solve this problem here. Mrs. Avey was an awesome basketball player in high school. She scored 24 1-point baskets, 43 2-point baskets, and 32 3-point baskets. How many points did Mrs. Avey score in all? So you'll pause the video right now and go through and solve all these problems, and then unpause it when you are ready to find out the answers. Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to go over the answers. So hopefully you have all these problems done. So first thing is we need to figure out, how are these shapes alike? Let's do that first. So some attributes I see is that all 2 of these shapes have 4 sides. So they are alike and they have 4 sides. They have at least 1 set of parallel lines. So that would be another one. They have 4 vertices. They both, also for a bonus, they have 2 acute angles and 2 obtuse angles. Mr. Goldberg, you see any other ones? Anything else you want to share? I'll put you on the spot.
No, let's go to
difference. Excellent, I agree. So for differences now, you could go with the very obvious that this is a trapezoid and that is a parallelogram. That one would be one. Also lines of symmetry, we would have a line of symmetry right here, and that one does not have a line of symmetry. This one only has 1 set of parallel lines. This parallelogram has 2 sets of parallel lines. Mr. Gobler?
I noticed this one, the obtuse angles are opposite of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, the obtuse angles are there on the same side. Anything else that they're different?
Excellent.
Oh, this one, the slanted angles. Slanted lines go the same direction. This one, they go different directions.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Very nice.
I was thinking of the way they're alike, and there's a couple easy ones we missed. They're both polygons.
Oh, true. And they're both quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides.
They're both closed figures. So those are easy ones we could have picked up that we missed. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now for Mrs. Avey was an awesome basketball player in high school. She scored 24 1-point baskets and 43 2-point baskets and 32 3-point baskets. How many points did Mrs. Avey score in all? So I know 24 when it's just 1 point, so it's just going to be 24 points for just the 1-point baskets first. Excellent. Now I'm going to add that with 43, but they're 2 points. So I'm going to do 43 times 2 to solve that one. And then my last one is 32 3-point baskets. So, just like we've talked about, when you see it in parentheses, that's telling you that you need to solve those two together. So 24 times 1, that's going to give me 24. Grab your arrow. Perfect. And now for 43 times 2, you could do 43 plus 43. So 3 and 3 is 6, and 40 and 40 is 80, so I have 86 as my answer. And then I have 32 times 3. Well, I'm going to think 30 times 3 and 2 times 3. So 30 times 3, or 3 times 3 is 9, and then you put on the 0, so that's 90. And 2 times 3 is 6, so 90 plus 6 is 96. Because I have addition symbols between them, I'm now going to add up all of my answers that I got for each of my parentheses. So first, I'm going to start with my ones. I see a 4 and 6, that makes 10, plus my other 6, that gives me 16, so I'm going to hold that in my head. Thank you. And then I now have 8 and 2, that's another 10 right there, that's 20, I'm sorry, and 80, so that's 100, and 90, so that's 190, so I'm going to do 16 plus 190. Excellent. So now I have a 10 and a 90, that's going to make another 100. So my 100 plus now that 100 is 200, and the 6, so I had 206 points. I knew I was good, but I never knew I was that good. Hopefully that's also what you got for your answer. All right, so the next thing that we're going to have you do, instead of doing our normal lesson for today, we are going to have you go to multiplication.com. We're going to show you a couple things to do there, and then when we finish, and when you finish doing that work, then we're going to have you do your pink Home Connections book pages 113 and 114. I know Mr. Gobler talked to you guys about this in the video from yesterday, but then we also put on there like wait on that to do it today. Okay, so let's check out multiplication.com. So you'll go to this website here, and it will look like this. The first thing that we want you to do is go to the auto scored quizzes. Remember, you can always pause if you're following along with us, or you can watch it first, and then you can do it on your own. So we have our self-correcting quizzes that we want you to do. You can choose multiplication, addition, subtraction, division. I'm just going to pick multiplication for right now. And then instead of doing the blue set of quizzes, these are just only ones, only twos, only threes. We want you to go down to the green ones. And you can pick which you would like to work through here. We recommend that you try to do 3 through 9. I know you all are awesome at 1 and 2. So go ahead and pick one of these quizzes that you want to work on. You're going to need to put your initials here, okay? There's so many pop-ups. So put your initials here. And then you're going to start your quiz. When you start the quiz, it also will start timing you. So remember, you're just going to try to beat yourself. Try your best. Use your strategies. You have loops and groups, counting, skip counting, to help you solve your problems. Use other facts that you know. When you finish, it'll grade it for you, and it'll tell you how many you got correct, and it will also tell you the time that you did it in. Okay, so here's a little start of what it might look like. It'll pop up, and then you will type in the answer, and then it brings the next one up for you. Okay, so when you have finished this, it will bring it all the way down for you. Once you finish this, it'll stop the time and show you your score with your answers. Once you finish that, you can go back to the main multiplication page, right here, for games. And you can do multiplication games, addition games, subtraction games. And I know we've done some of these in Mrs. Davies' class. I know Mr. Gobler's class has used them before. So you can pick a game to play. When your parents say that's enough of the games, you do have 2 pages that you need to do in your pink connection book, home connection book. Make sure you take nice close pictures, maybe even the top half of a page and then the bottom half so we can all read it with our old eyes. We would appreciate that. Anything else?
That's a good.
All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.